What's up? So today is going to be really short. I want to talk about Dread game. Okay. What's up? So today's video is going to be really short. I want to talk about what's up. Today's video Jesus Christ. What's up? Today's video is going to be really short. I want to touch on a topic that I mentioned in a couple videos earlier. It's called Dread game. This is a term used in the Red Pill PUA game community. And essentially what it is recognizing the psychology behind scarcity within a relationship. Okay? Now, to not use so many big words, basically what I'm saying is dread game is looking at what happens when one partner has options and the other partner knows that. What you'll see happen when you play this dread game is that when you play it, your partner will do X, Y, and Z, jump over the moon and bend over backwards for you. You put in her a sense of dread, right? And that's very important. Very important to realize what that is. You put in her this sense that she has competition, that you have options, and that if she doesn't keep trying and keep working and keep pleasing you, you'll leave her. Right? And when this game's being played against you, you'll do all the same things. It's really interesting. If you study up on masculinity and femininity, which I feel like you should, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're on this channel, you're probably a man, but you should know the difference between being masculine and being feminine. But whoever is playing the dread game is usually in their masculine. And as a result, the other person is in their feminine. It's very hard to keep depolarized for long. It's very hard to just be friends with somebody if you're fucking them. And if you're friends and you're fucking, it's probably not the best sex. You want a dom and a sub type of relationship. You want a daddy and a daughter type of relationship. Now, if you're having the dread game played on you, then that masculine feminine gets flipped. Now all of a sudden you have a mother-son type of relationship where she's really leading, she has all the options, she has all the power, and you're stuck feeling insecure. And you need validation from her constantly, and you go the extra mile and you buy her those roses and you take her out to eat and you text her 4 times an hour and she hasn't even fucking looked at your messages yet, and you keep texting her how much you miss her and you can't wait to see her. This is a mother-son relationship. She has all the power, and that's not what you want. When you notice her texting different dudes or she's flirting with people in public, she's playing the dread game, and you're the victim of it. And as a result, you realize, oh, she must be valuable if other dudes want her. Other dudes want her, then I have to keep her, If nobody wants her, then why do I want her? But if other people want her, then fuck, I gotta work harder. What if she leaves me? That's all insecurity. That's all being feminine. That's you focusing on your relationship. She doesn't want that. You don't want that. And she'll leave you if you keep doing that. Now, when you flip it and you're playing the dread game and she's the victim of that dread game, you let her know that you have options. You let her know, hey, I'm not going to cheat on you, but if shit hits the fan, I am going to get over you, and quick. You know? You got to realize there's 12 steps to dread. And they go from, I guess you would say, socially acceptable to less socially acceptable as you get further into it. But you have to realize that's a part of the game, a part of instilling dread, making somebody anxious, making somebody realize that you are a commodity and that your attention is scarce. Thus, it is high value, and thus she should seek it. Try saying that 3 times fast. She should seek it. But it just starts off with being better, going to the gym, hanging out with your friends more, reading, doing shit around the house, ignoring her texts a little bit longer, maybe blowing her off once or twice, letting her know you got something else going on and you'll get to her in 2 hours, or you can't hang out tonight, but tomorrow. Now all of a sudden your attention is valuable. And she can see that. She can see that other people want to spend time with you, or that you're doing something with your time that isn't her. Now your attention is scarce. And she gets insecure. You have to realize, man, if you want something out of a woman, the number one thing that you should be using is her imagination. You should never outright tell her what's going on. Let her figure it out. Let her think about things. You're probably getting that text saying, "What did you do today?" And you being a fucking dumbass, you respond to her saying, "Oh, I did this, that, and the other, and I hung out with this person, and I just talked to my mom," and you tell her everything. There's no mystery in that. She doesn't get to think about what you're doing. She knows. There's no insecurity. There's no dread. She knows exactly what you're doing. You want to use her imagination. Use it in your favor. She says, "What are you doing?" You say, "Nothing." Or, "I've been doing a lot." Or, "I've been busy." You don't say what you've been doing. You might not have been doing anything. But just saying that and giving no other details, she can only sit there and wonder what you've been doing. If you've been talking to other girls, if you're lying, if you're hanging out. And now you're on her mind. Now you're winning. All relationships are a dynamic of power. There's always one person that needs the other person more in every relationship. And the person that is needed is the person that has power. The person that is less focused on the other is the person who has power. And the person who's focusing on the other is the one who is lacking power in that relationship. That is the sub. That's the feminine. The masculine is the one with the power, the dominance, the daddy. That's why, daddy is kind of like a kink in the bedroom. It's intuitive. It's not like somebody wants to be fucked by their father. They want to be fucked by a father, a fatherly role, a fatherly man, a masculine man. That's why dudes like to be called daddy and girls like to call dudes daddy. And all, that's dread game. Ultimately, you really don't want to cheat on her. You don't. That is definitively bad to cheat on somebody. That's like your Hail Mary. That's like your DEFCON 1. That's like, press the red button. How can I fix this relationship? That's the only time you should cheat. And the next step after that, if cheating doesn't work, then you tell her that you're cheating. And at that point, if you've gone through all the hoops, you've started going to the gym and hanging out with your friends more, and you've been practicing your pickup, and you flirt in front of her with different girls, and you're too busy, and you're hanging out with these different girls now and these different guys, and you're not telling her if you're doing all of the other steps of dread, and you're still not getting what you want, and then you cheat on her, and you start seeing this other girlfriend or this mistress or this side piece, more and more and more, and she doesn't pick up on all the covert cues that you're giving her, then you tell her that you've been cheating on her. And if still nothing happens, cut her off. The relationship's done. You've done everything that you can. She was unwilling to budge. But yeah, that's dread. Dread is just instilling a sense of anxiety in somebody. And because they're anxious, they seek security. They seek validation. They need to know that they're the only one. And if you're a healthy man, you let her know that she's the only one. But under the surface, covertly, you don't say it outright, but under the surface, you show her that she can be replaced. And it's not going to be hard. That's all I got for you, boys.